Hello, everybody. We are ready to go. Can you guys hear me? We are ready to rock. Okay, I think you guys can hear me, so let's get started. It's a beautiful day today. It's Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Candy, you can hear me. Tell me you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Okay, before we get started, if you're not following me already on Instagram, make sure you follow me. There it is. This was a while ago. I already got like almost 7,500 followers now. And I say that not to show off, but to show you that I know what I'm talking about. So give me a chance. Everybody give me a chance. I'm going to help you succeed. All right, guys? Promise me you'll give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Okay, so if you guys are studying for the real estate exam, we got a webinar tonight for the real estate exam. But right now, we're talking business. We're talking how to get deals and rock and roll. Love Yourself. Thank you for that. Great name. And we will get going. So let's get going. There's a few essential things you guys need. If you don't have these, you better start it now. LinkedIn page, a website, and a Facebook business page. Okay, you need these three things. Promise me you'll start those things now. I don't care if you passed or not. If you don't have them, you better get them going. All right, so LinkedIn, a website, and a Facebook business page. Everybody write, I promise, and minimum. Why do I say you need these things? Because you may not know it, but people are going to look you up. If you guys want to practice real estate or even get a date on a Saturday night, let's be honest, people are going to look you up. Am I right or am I right? If you meet somebody new and you think they're awesome, you're going to look them up, right? Beverly says, a website? Yeah, Beverly, you can get a simple template website. It's super easy. Just a holder that gets you your domain and make it look clean. Doesn't have to be fancy. Why do I say this? Because the LinkedIn and your Facebook business page is going to come up above and beyond everything else. Right now, do me a favor. Look up my name. Go for it. Look up Joe Juder, just like that. Look it up and tell me what comes up on your search engines. Everybody look that up. Joe Juder. Just do me a favor. Let's do a quick exercise right now. Look up Joe Juder. And tell me what comes up in the search results. What do you guys think? What comes up on the search results if you look up my name? What do you guys think? All right, Pamela Gray says, do you have a website recommendation link you could share? There's a lot of different templates you could use. Maybe we'll do another webinar on that another time. So what comes up for me is LinkedIn, Instagram. LinkedIn first. That's right, Pamela. LinkedIn first. Now, here's the thing that you guys got to know. I don't spend as much time on my LinkedIn profile as I should be. Here's my other point. You guys met me online. I have websites. I have YouTube channels. I have Facebook pages. I have Instagram accounts. All that stuff, as you guys know. And no matter how much work I put into it, and I don't know, but I'm going to make a guess, I put a lot more work into my online presence than most people have, and still LinkedIn comes up above everything else. Do you guys get my point there? You can't avoid it. So you got to clean up your LinkedIn profile. If you don't have one at all, it just looks bad. So the point I'm trying to make is I'm somebody who has a pretty strong social media presence and has an online business. But even with the amount of effort I try and put in, my LinkedIn profile rises to the top whether I like it or not. All right, everybody get my point? Just write point made, Joe, if you get my point of why it's so important you create your LinkedIn profile because it's going to get seen whether you like it or not, so you might as well ride with it. LinkedIn is very powerful on the search engines. Okay? Like I said, I have articles, I collaborate with other people, all that kind of stuff. All right. So people go to grow and connect and learn on LinkedIn. All right, by the way, are any of you guys trying to make videos? Before I get too much into this, anybody trying to make videos to go viral, to create your sphere of influence, to increase your sphere of influence? Are any of you guys trying to make videos? If you're trying to make videos, I just want to make a few quick points. People were asking me about this this morning. So I want to just make a few real quick. We'll get into the LinkedIn stuff. This is important because you could put these videos on your LinkedIn profile as well. So if you're making videos, simple facts. First, have a hook. That hook could be in your title. The title in social media is like 90% of the battle, getting people to see it. So you can have a catchy title with a tease to start your video. Okay, so this is the first thing I want you guys to know. Next thing I want you to know, when you do those videos, so first, spend a lot of time with that title, with a teaser. Maybe it's a question, I don't know what your video is going to be about, but something that's going to get people to click. Do not be lazy with that title. Next up, you got to know your best content needs to be in the first 5 seconds. Normally, when you put together a piece of art or a documentary or a movie or a song, your best part is somewhere in the middle, maybe at the end, like there's a big cliffhanger or clutch, that wow moment, but you're trying to get people's attention. The best thing you have to say, the best content you guys could include needs to be in the first 5 seconds. You got to come right out there with it. All right? So if you're talking about problems with construction on a property, you may want to start with like roof falling apart, something really to get their attention. Does everybody get that? So when you do that, the first 5 seconds, or else nobody's going to see the rest of it. That's unique to these type of videos on social media. Your best stuff has to be in the first 5 seconds. Secondly, next thing, make sure you have something that's empathetic to show you relate to the person when you do these videos. That's why these motivational posts work so well. People want to see you in their shoes. Okay, so some empathetic, motivational stuff. Like, I know you're struggling to pay for your house, but I'm here to help you. We could do this together. Yeah! Something to that effect. All right? So you got to include something empathetic. After you grab their attention, you want to be relatable. Okay? So you got the title with the tease, the best cons first 5 seconds, empathetic, and last but not least, all right, what is unique to you? I got news. No matter what video you think you're going to be doing, I don't think you're the first one to do it. So, and now I'm not talking about a whole video. These videos are only like a few minutes unto themselves. But add something that makes you unique. Maybe it's a little piece of advice. Maybe it's a little bit about your personality. Maybe it's something about the area you work. But you got to work that in somewhere. So guys, if you're doing videos to post on LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook, anywhere where there's a news feed where the videos are scrolling through, keep these in mind. Okay, you guys got it? Is those good tips? Those are good tips. Write those down. I think if you follow those, you'll find some success. Oh, and one big thing. I'm sorry, I forgot a big thing here. Duh. Say, Joe, get with it, man. Call to action. There's no point if they love all of your videos and you have a great thing, you don't tell them what to do. Whatever you want them to do. Like, share, comment, whatever it is. Anytime people do these things, your videos are going to rise in the search engines because it shows that they're good videos that people want to interact with. Everybody got that? Oof, I almost forgot the most important one. Everybody write in the chat. Get with it, Joe. Come on, man. Don't forget the important stuff. Okay. back to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like the most amazing place for you to get deals. You have to think a little bit secondary. Not, I go to you, let me list your house. I go to you, let me list your house. You got to take a step that I can say, I go to you, can you help me find somebody who wants to list their house? That's what LinkedIn is good for. People go to grow, connect, and learn on LinkedIn. Other platforms, people are looking to escape from reality. I want everybody to be honest. Don't lie. Nobody knows you right now. We're all in a chat. We're all ambiguous. When you guys go to Instagram, what do you look at? Do not lie. Everybody honest. I want you to post honest. Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody knows each other here outside of this chat. What do you guys look for on Instagram? I'll tell you what I look for. I look at fancy watches. I look at beach vacations. And I shouldn't be looking at those things, but I do. I look at like food recipes, even though I never cook, but it just looks delicious and I want it. Lisa looks at funny videos. Houses, interior design. There you go, Savannah. Good. Military. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, my point is you guys are not looking at Instagram for business reasons. You should be, but not everybody does. Zan Davis says food, okay, home office decorations. Richard, celebrities. Thanks for the real talk, Richard. I know some of you guys are like, oh, I look at how to better myself and become a better person. Whatever, Rainbow Bright. This is a circle of honesty here. English Bulldog videos. You guys get my point. Instagram, people go to escape. LinkedIn, nobody goes to LinkedIn to look at Bulldog videos, food, celebrity following, or funny videos, okay? You go to LinkedIn to do business. Everybody get my point? All right? You go to LinkedIn to do business. People are there with a purpose. Therefore, it's not that bad to solicit business on LinkedIn. So if I send a message to Zan Davis and say, Zan Davis, I want to do business. You're like, oh, you're interrupting my bulldog watching video. There's a bulldog playing with a baby while looking at a cat. I need to see that. All right? How rude of you to interrupt. That doesn't happen on LinkedIn. It is part of the whole purpose of being there. Does everybody get it? It's more of a free-for-all to solicit because everybody's there to kind of do business and do deals. All right. Now, I want you to think about how many people in your life are truly financially successful. Now, the reality is, most people, the majority of the people in their life are struggling. You only hear about the people who are successful because, one, that's all they post on Instagram and all these things, and people struggling don't like to post that. But if you take an honest look, I know in my family, there's very few people who are financially successful. When I define financial success, I'm just talking about they're able to take care of themselves, take care of all their responsibilities, and they have enough money to do something they want, whether it's contribute to a charity, go on vacation, buy a nice luxury watch or whatever it is, or just get a fancier car. They can take care of themselves. I'm not talking about billionaires and people buying stupid things. Talking about people who could take care of themselves and have a little extra to maybe help their community or go out for a nice dinner, okay? Most people in my life, when I look at my sister and friends, life is tough. It's difficult, okay? The people who are financially successful that you think about in your life, okay, the people who are financially successful, I bet you they're on LinkedIn. What do you guys think? And you guys may be those people who are not financially successful yet. Let's just be honest. We're not there yet. Some of you are, some of you are not. But I will promise you this. Anybody you could think of, that minority group in your life, that I bet you they are on LinkedIn. Okay? Does everybody get my point here? That portion of the people in your life are on LinkedIn. And those people, remember what I said about the extra money? Whether it's to spend money on a charity, contribute to the local baseball team, go out to have a nice dinner, maybe get a watch or upgrade their car. Those people have money to buy homes or upgrade their home or maybe invest in properties. Those are the type of people who buy a home 5 years later, they want to sell it and they want to get a new home. Right? It's very rare you see a super rich person like Warren Buffett who stays in the same home for like 60 years or something. But most of the wealthy people you know are constantly upgrading their home, or they're getting a summer home or things like that. Those people are on LinkedIn. Okay? All right, going back to another point, on LinkedIn, your message is not going to be drowned out by puppies and attractive people on vacation. Thus, it's a great place to promote open house and listing. Remember I talked about promoting your service? On LinkedIn, you're not going to see this overwhelming group of people who are just like posting nonsense all the time. It clears out the noise. Everybody's there to do business. Am I making my point why you want to use LinkedIn? Hopefully I'm driving it home because I just think it's super important for you guys to be successful. We went through this activity. You guys Googled my name. We saw my point there about the search engines. Okay, my next point here is collaboration. I'm going to put this in really big for you guys. Think collaboration. I'm going to make this bigger because it's a super important point. Think collaboration. What is the best way to get leads? What's the first thing they say to you when you start in real estate? Some of you guys started out. The first thing they say, some of you guys may get this, some of you may, but every real estate office says this, and they've been saying it since like 1902. I don't know, I just made that year up. But they've been saying it forever. There's this thing every single office says all the time. Are you guys ready? Tell me when you're ready, and I'll tell you what every single office says. It's like, they're so unoriginal. It's like, give me a break. Okay? Sphere of influence. There you go, Richard. Sphere of influence. Yeah, Maria, friends and family. Call your sphere of influence. Before they talk about door knocking or postcards or any of the rest of those methods, they talk about sphere of influence. Am I right or am I right? All right? Am I right, guys? They always talk about sphere of influence. You know, I think back to when I got divorced, all right? Not a fun time. And my aunt says, Joey, you know how you're going to meet a girl? Welp, you should tell your friends to introduce you to somebody, because that's what your cousin did. And just so you guys know, my cousin's a big fat loser. Can't stand him. Doofus. Right? And it just drove me nuts. She's like, you should have your friends introduce you to somebody. And I'm thinking, my friends don't know anybody. You know, that's fine, but my friends aren't like that cool. You know, and frankly, most of them are married with kids, and the last thing they're thinking about is setting up somebody with on a date, right? So that's the reality. When I bring that story up, it's the same applies for houses. This idea that your sphere of influence all knows somebody who has $1 million home ready to go. I mean, I understand you definitely want to expand your sphere of influence, but let's be honest, guys. How many of you guys know somebody who knows somebody who has $1 million home that they are willing to sell, boom, like that? I mean, we only have so many friends. So, that sphere of influence in our life isn't that powerful. Okay, that's the problem. I'm saying that. It's kind of a dead end. So, you want to expand your sphere of influence with quality people. Quality people. We want to grow it because our initial sphere of influence isn't that strong, right? So, unless you're like, I don't know, like the biggest party planner in New York City or something. So you want to expand your sphere of influence, but you want to do it with quality people. You don't want to call that guy from high school who hasn't left his basement yet and is playing video games at age 42, right? So you want to think collaboration. And this is what I mean. You want to use that sphere of influence tactic, but focus on quality people. Who am I talking about when I think of quality people, right? Quality people. Talk about people who can refer your business. Okay? That family's not disappointing, Zan Davis. I'm just saying you don't need to leverage them for business and whatnot. I don't go to like Thanksgiving and say, hey, set me up on a date. Refer me $1 million home. What? You can't? Lame. Don't eat the turkey. Okay? What are quality people? Quality people in the realm of sphere of influence, talking business-wise, obviously, are people who can refer you deals. Who could do that? People who have the same audience that you do. People who have the same audience you do. Okay? They're sources of referral, sources of content, sources of recommendation. Everybody see this? These are quality people. If they could do these 3 things for you, everybody see these 3 things? Sources of referral, meaning they can refer you business. Sources of content, meaning they could give you ideas and information that you could use in your social media. You could learn from them. You could put out there to the world to make yourself sound a little smarter. All right, so they kind of contribute to you as a professional. And sources of recommendation. So if they can't refer you business, maybe they could post on your Facebook page or your LinkedIn profile that you're really good at something, you know what you're talking about, you really know the neighborhood. Because these people, when they write recommendations, it has power. Because like we talked about before, these people are accomplished themselves. So what I'd like you guys to do right now in the chat is write down the type of people we're talking about. What type of people in your community can be a source of referral, a source of content, and a source of recommendation? Is this helpful? Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. I hope this is helpful. I hope we're getting some good stuff done here. What type of people are a source of referral, sources of content, and sources of recommendation? What do you guys think? Neighbors? I don't know if the neighbors are getting anybody. What type of people? Dentists, teachers. There we go, Lisa. Handyman, appraisers. Good. Not so much teachers. These teachers aren't soliciting business. Who are the other people in your community that need clients? Not so much the past clients, Savannah. Here, I'm going to show you guys a list here. Boom, boom. Check out this list, and let's see if we can add to this list. Everybody see this list? Search out people of similar audience to you. Loan officer, lawyer, banker, interior designer, car salesman, notary, contractor, handyman, credit repair, accountant. These people are soliciting business just like you, but they are not offering the same service as you. Therefore, there's opportunities for, wait for it, collaboration. Collaboration. Everybody got that? Where do you find these people to collaborate with? In LinkedIn. So when you go to somebody who's an interior designer, hairstyles, that's a good one too. Here, I'll just add that one. Kay said hairstyles. I like it. I don't really know much about hairstylists. Okay, I'm bald. This is where you guys can make your living. Instead of door knocking and doing all that, you go to the interior designer and you say, you got great photos. I love the photos. Can I use some of those photos on my Instagram profile? And I will credit you back for every photo I post. They will give you some beautiful photos you could use. You will credit them back, and you just formed a relationship with an interior designer who's in contact with a lot of people in your community who care about homes, who talk about homes, and hopefully buy and sell homes. Okay? Everybody get that idea? Yes or no? So creatively think about collaboration with all these people who are doing something different, but are targeting a similar audience. If you guys, think about it, if you guys had a relationship with all these people, you wouldn't know what to do with all the business you got. And if every single Christmas you sent a card to these people, if every single time they had a birthday you sent them a cake, if every time they went to Starbucks you said latte on me, all right? If you had a really good relationship, if you had one of these people in your back pocket at all times, you would not know what to do with all the business you got. There's a lot of agents who just have a circle of people like this where they just function. It's just a tight circle and they just refer business to each other over and over and over again. Okay, what do you guys think? Good idea? Good idea or good idea? I think it's a good idea. I mean, you're welcome to go door knock, but you might find yourself back in 1962 when people actually liked people knocking on their door. I mean, this day and age, how many people like it when some stranger knocks on your door? I mean, I don't know. I'm not too into that idea anymore. There was a time many years ago where your mother would have like a special cake or cookies because just in case a visitor came and you wouldn't be allowed to eat those cake or cookies, they'd be just for the visitor, for whoever that mysterious visitor would be, but you'd always have it ready. But not anymore, not with COVID-19 and the internet being big and the way society is these days. So when I hear people say, you got to go door knocking, and you're like, whatever, Mr. Fred Flintstone. Didn't you guys have that where your parents had like food set aside for guests when you were like young? I might be dating myself. On your LinkedIn profile, if you have not passed your exam yet, I'd like you guys just to write your name and then real estate. It doesn't say you have a real estate license. It doesn't say you're a real estate broker. It just says real estate. Okay, it doesn't insinuate anything. How can I make their audience my audience? That's what you got to think about with those people. I gave the example of the interior designer. You need images of social media. They want some attention. Everybody wins. Real estate enthusiast. Nice job, Lisa. Lisa. Great job, Lisa. You're the best. $700 million users on LinkedIn. 4 out of 5 users drive business decisions in their company. It's just not quantity, but it's a quality person. There's this thing called social proof. Do you guys know what social proof is? Social proof is just your validation that you're a real person. You guys are new. You need all the social proof you could get. That's why you want to be on other people's channels. So remember how I said you want them to give you content to put on your Instagram profile and all that? You want to do the other way around too. You want to be able to go to them and be like, okay, Mr. Lawyer, interior designer, whatever, what can I provide you that you'd want to put on your Instagram profile or your or pamphlets or whatever it may be? You want to provide information that will help them, so they'll put you on their advertising or whatever it will be, and you get social proof because they're validating you. This is called collaboration. You see it a lot in the form of interviews on YouTube where people interview each other all the time. All right, moving right along. When you make a post, I want you guys to follow this. The what, the so what, and the now what. Okay, when you're trying to get people's attention on LinkedIn. The what are you? I'm a real estate agent. The so what, I got these great deals in the condo community. I could get a good price. The now what, call me now. Be direct and don't mess around. Everybody follow this format. I might be giving you guys a lot of information. Just remember, this is all recorded. You can watch it again. The what, the so what, and the now what. All right. You can collaborate with your construction business. It's not a bad idea. It's a picture of me. It's my look. Glasses and hat. All right, guys. I hope those tips helped you today. You can follow me on Instagram here. Was that helpful? Little jolt to get your business going. I hope you get that LinkedIn profile started. I'm trying to give you just key things to follow here. And we'll go from there. Thank you, Zan Davis. Appreciate it. All right. What should we do with existing LinkedIn content? Let them know you're in real estate. It's a great sphere of influence. They're already on LinkedIn. Thanks, guys. Remember, these webinars are free. So tell all your friends to subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.